Have you ever woken up at 3 in the morning, stared at the ceiling in the silence of your room, and felt a cold shiver of realization? The realization that maybe this is it? That the routine you've built, the commute, the emails, the polite small talk is all there is? Welcome, friends. Today, we aren't talking about get-rich-quick schemes or toxic productivity. We are diving into the bone-deep wisdom of the legendary Jim Rohn. He once said, "If you are not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary." Think about that word for a moment. Settle. It's a quiet word, but it's a dangerous one. The seductive trap of ordinary. In our Western culture, we are handed a blueprint from birth. Go to school, get a stable job, buy the house with the picket fence, pay your insurance, and wait for retirement to finally start living. This is the ordinary. It's safe, it's predictable, it's comfortable. But Jim Rohn used the word settle for a reason. In English, to settle means to compromise. It's like buying a pair of shoes that are a half size too small. You can walk in them, sure, but after a mile, your feet bleed. After 10 miles, you can't walk at all. For a 5-year-old, ordinary is the fear of missing out. For a 5-year-old, it's the quiet desperation of a midlife crisis. And for a 70-year-old, it is the heaviest burden of all: regret. Defining the unusual. Many people hear the word risk and think of gambling. They think of blowing their 401k on a startup or quitting their job to backpack through Tibet. That's not what Jim Rohn meant. The unusual is often found in the small, brave choices. Unusual thinking. Having the courage to say no to societal expectations that don't fit your soul. Unusual discipline. Working when others are sleeping. Learning when others are doom-scrolling. Unusual empathy. Choosing to be kind and vulnerable in a world that rewards cynicism and toughness. Risking the unusual isn't about being reckless. It's about being intentional. It's the willingness to endure temporary discomfort to achieve permanent greatness. Let me tell you about a man named Julian. At 45, Julian had the perfect life in suburban Chicago. High-paying corporate job, respected in his community. But his passion, his unusual spark, was woodworking. He wanted to create art, not spreadsheets. His friends told him, "Don't be a fool, Julian. You have a mortgage. You have a reputation." That is the voice of the ordinary. Julian didn't quit his job overnight, but he risked his comfort. He spent his weekends in a dusty garage while his neighbors were golfing. He risked the judgment of his peers who thought he was wasting time. Years later, Julian didn't just have a business, he had a legacy. He realized that the greatest risk wasn't failing at his passion. The greatest risk was succeeding at a job he grew to hate. The psychology of fear. Why are we so afraid of the unusual? Our brains are wired for survival. Thousands of years ago, leaving the tribe meant death. But today, the tribe is just the status quo. To the 5-year-old, you have the luxury of time. Your risk is the highest yielding investment you'll ever make. To the 50-year-old, your risk is backed by decades of wisdom. You aren't starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. To the 70-year-old, your risk is your gift to the world. It's your final act of defiance against a life of just getting by. Let's look at the math. The cost of risk. Anxiety. Late nights. Short-term financial instability. And the occasional sting of failure. The cost of ordinary. A slow, agonizing erosion of your potential. Jim Rohn famously said, "We must all suffer one of two pains: The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Discipline weighs ounces, while regret weighs tons. When you settle for the ordinary, you hand the pen of your life story to someone else. You become a supporting character in your own movie. Is that a price you are truly willing to pay? How to start being unusual today. You don't need to jump off a cliff without a parachute. You just need to take the first unusual step. Curate your circle. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like you need to level up, not people who make you feel comfortable staying the same. Invest in your mind. The unusual requires a different operating system. Read the books others find boring. Study the skills others find difficult. Embrace imperfection. The unusual is messy. Accept that you will stumble. A stumble is just a dance move you haven't mastered yet. The world needs your unusual. This world wasn't built by ordinary people. It was shaped by those who dared to dream differently. Those who saw a path where others saw a wall. The clock is ticking for all of us, whether you are in the spring of your youth or the golden autumn of your life. The seconds are the same. Don't define yourself by what you have. Define yourself by what you are brave enough to pursue. Don't settle. Don't stop. Don't let your fire go out just because the wind got a little cold. The question I leave you with is this: what are you willing to risk today, so that tomorrow you don't have to settle for a life that was never meant for you?